Imagine you are looking at a piece of old furniture, ready to be transformed. You have visions of a smooth, beautiful finish, but before the paint or stain can go on, there is a crucial step that determines the final quality. It is all about preparing the surface correctly, and that often means reaching for a trusty sheet of sandpaper. So, how exactly do sandpaper grit numbers work? Well, sandpaper grit numbers indicate the size of the abrasive particles bonded to its surface. The simple rule to remember is that a lower grit number means a coarser paper with larger abrasive particles, designed for aggressive material removal. Conversely, a higher grit number signifies a finer paper with smaller, more numerous particles, perfect for smoothing and refining. The reason this system is so effective lies in the science of abrasion. Coarse grit sandpaper, like 60 or 80 grit, has larger, more widely spaced particles that cut deep into the material, quickly removing old finishes, paint, or significant imperfections. However, these larger particles also leave behind deeper scratches. As you move to finer grits, such as 120, 180, or 220, the smaller particles create progressively shallower scratches. Each successive grit is designed to remove the scratches left by the previous, coarser grit. This systematic reduction in scratch depth is what ultimately leads to a smooth, ready-to-finish surface. The most common standard you will see is the P-grade system, also known as FEP, a P-grade, where the number essentially indicates how many abrasive particles fit into 1 square inch of paper. To get the best results on your upcycling project, begin with a coarser grit that is suitable for the current condition of your surface. If you are stripping layers of old paint or varnish, a 60 or 80 grit might be your starting point. After the initial removal, switch to a medium grit, perhaps 120 or 150, to start smoothing out the surface and addressing those deeper scratches. For the final preparation before painting or staining, move to a fine grit like 180 or 220. The key is to sand uniformly and completely with each grit before moving to the next, ensuring all the previous scratch marks are eliminated. When selecting sandpaper, you might also notice terms like open coat or closed coat. Open coat sandpaper has abrasive particles spaced further apart, which helps prevent clogging when sanding soft woods or painted surfaces. Closed coat paper, where the particles cover nearly 100% of the surface, offers a more uniform abrasion and is often preferred for hardwoods and metal. Additionally, the type of abrasive material makes a difference. Aluminum oxide is a versatile choice for wood, metal, and plastic, while silicon carbide, being harder and sharper, is excellent for very hard materials, paint, or for wet sanding. Understanding the grit numbering system and how to use it progressively is a game changer for any upcycling enthusiast. By choosing the right sequence of grits, you can transform rough, unloved items into beautifully smooth canvases, ready for their next chapter. This knowledge helps you achieve professional-looking finishes, saving time and effort, and ensuring your transformed pieces are not just recycled, but truly renewed treasures.